attacks. If you can offer pace and accuracy on the front foot, it can have a devastating effect, actually, at the offensive end of the pitch too.
There's the whistle. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
One of the game's best ever, Cristiano Ronaldo. He brings a power to whatever he does, and his unquenchable thirst for goals is always an enjoyable sideshow. It's very rare he fails to leave his mark.
Yes, he's certainly the one who carries the hopes of his team. And here's McKennie. Pulisic. Balogun! A real chance and a real let-off.
Balogun clearly can't believe he didn't put that away. He'd set himself up perfectly.
And he cuts out the supply. McKennie. Richards. Aim forwards. Balogun. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. João Cancelo wins the duel this time. Nuno Mendes. Gonçalo Inácio. João Neves. Inácio forwards and with intent. Richards. McKennie. McKennie. Oh, he's found support out wide. Deflected behind for a corner kick. That has been knocked clear. Gonçalo Inácio. Ruben Dias, gently done. Where? Robinson. Nice physical challenge. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. And there's green grass ahead of him. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! Could be danger here. Bruno Mendes tries a cross. Richards. Musa. Now it's Balogun. Well, they could break here. João Cancelo. And it's Bernardo Silva. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. Cleared without complication. Portugal have reclaimed it. João Cancelo. Cross from Cancelo. Defending of the desperate variety. Bruno Fernandes! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Vitinha. Pedro Neto. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Where? Moved on forwards. Balogun tries to dink it through. Gonçalo Inácio. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. Mendes going full tilt down the left. And that's aimed into the middle. That has been knocked clear. Robinson getting this one clear. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves. Ruben Dias. João Cancelo. And it's Bernardo Silva. Succumbs to the pressure. Pulisic. Nuno Mendes. Mendes shifted upfield.
Portugal are sending quite a clear message here. We're better than you, and we're making sure you know it.
João Neves.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponents further up the pitch to take the sting out of opposition attacks. It's effectively a wide press.
McKennie. And here's Pulisic. Bruno Fernandes. And Portugal can counter-attack here. And it's played forward. And it's Mendes. Pedro Neto. Now it's Bruno Fernandes. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. That's really well manoeuvred. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Pedro Neto cuts out the pass. McKennie. Pulisic providing an outlet on that flank. Pulisic. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Chance to shoot! Oh, didn't catch it right. João Neves. And it's played forward. Plenty of endeavour from either side, but not much of it in the vicinity of either goal.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far.
Corner it is. Clears it away. Can he finish? Out of play for a throw. McKennie. Richards. Aim forwards. McKennie. Now it's Balogun. Pedro Neto. Nuno Mendes. And the ball's come loose here. And he has kicked it out somehow.
Yeah, Peter, I think the smartest of reactions, and he just attacked the danger.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, perfectly measured that. Cleared away. Throw it. Plenty waiting in the middle. And it's Cancelo. Well read. And the danger is averted. Goes for a shot! Oh, it just wouldn't sit for him.
Yeah, quick thinking and the right choice for me, but that was difficult to get right.
And it's been taken short. Ball comes in. That has been knocked clear. And the shot! Vitinha. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Ruben Dias moved on forwards. João Cancelo. Vitinha forwards and with intent. Oh, it's come loose. Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. Lovely bit of skill. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, what a climb! Defending of the desperate variety. Gonçalo Inácio. Ruben Dias. Vitinha. Played out to the right. Cross goes in there. And he's there to clear it. Can he spark a counter here? Vitinha does really well to win the ball there. Now that's well seen too. McKennie. The United States going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. McKennie. Musa. Robinson. Now it's Weah. And he has been fouled there. And that's going to be a booking. Oh, the ball's come loose here. That is good strength. Diogo Costa claims it without any fuss. Bernardo Silva. João Cancelo. Ruben Dias chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. Pedro Neto is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Musa. Pulisic. And it's Weah. Robinson. Pulisic. Pulisic played out to the left flank. No way through, so back it... And the shot! Musa. Weah. Out to the left it goes. Inácio attempts a clearance. Looking to break at pace. Pedro Neto. João Neves. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. He is through here! Oh, nice touch. Time to deliver. João Cancelo gets good distance on it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Back into the middle, and he shoots! Worth a try, but not this time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Pulisic played out towards the right wing. Great run this, he's come at quite a distance already. Pulisic, McKennie. And that was very necessary. McKennie looking to run onto it. And it's McKennie. Pedro Neto. Portugal keep the ball, but can't do anything meaningful with it. Ruben Dias, gently done. Musa. Clipped into space. Bruno Fernandes. João Neves. That's a good ball. João Neves. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. That looks a cracking ball. Where? Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Bernardo Silva shifted upfield. Gonçalo Inácio. Bernardo Silva. João Neves played over towards the opposite flank. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Spread out to the left. The less said about that pass, the better. Pedro Neto unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pulisic. Oh, good spread. Great ball if he can get there. And the finish! Goal! The United States! Was there ever any doubt?
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And play cross-field, changing the point of attack. That is lovely. And it's Bernardo Silva. Deftly away. And reclaimed it in a trice. He can get that clear. João Neves. That has found him in acres of space. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. McKennie. Pulisic. Out to the right. João Neves moved on forwards, played out to the right. Proves too strong. Ware goes on a charge down the left. João Neves. And it's played forward. And it's Mendes. Mendes goes on a run down the left wing. Robinson gets it clear. Vitinha. And here's Bruno Fernandes. Bernardo Silva knocks it out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Mendes with a definite foul there. João Neves. Bernardo Silva. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Tries to... struck first time!
Bernardo Silva usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
That's really well manoeuvred. Robinson. Referee's given a throw. Robinson. Aim forwards. And it's Musa. It's a good-looking delivery. McKennie. Now it's Balogun. Cristiano Ronaldo. Pedro Neto. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is one. Up he goes! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Ware done delicately. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
The United States clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Vitinha. Pedro Neto. Robinson. Musa. Ware. Pulisic. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket.
Well, he's asking for trouble, Peter, and with this urge to nibble away, I think The ref is spelling it out for him now.
Nicely intercepted. Richards. And it's where? Pulisic. Musa. Where? He slings it in. João Neves attempts a clearance. Musa! Decent enough try. That's a throw. Now it's Balogun. Balogun! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Balogun, sir.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
The United States leading a cagey game here. It's had its moments and it's 1-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Vitinha. Musa gets rid without sophistication. Ruben Dias. Pedro Neto. Vitinha. Ruben Dias. Gonzalo Inacio. Inacio, gently done. He has found the way through. Bruno Fernandes. Mendes looking to hit the byline here. It is a corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Caresses it through. He's in plenty of space here. Carter Vickers. Where? Good play on the left-hand side here. Robinson forwards and with intent. And he thumps it clear. Now it's Weir. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. McKennie, very nicely done. Bernardo Silva. Ruben Diaz. João Cancelo. Ruben Diaz looks to the other side. Pedro Neto, and it's lofted through here. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Musa played into space, and that's been won straight back. Robinson. And it's Robinson. Where? Musa. Shot a goal! And another try! Goal! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Vitinha, and he goes cross-field. João Cancelo, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. João Neves. He's had a shot! It's anyone's ball now. Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Played into big chance! Oh, good delivery, almost a perfect outcome.
Cristiano Ronaldo rightly acknowledges such good supply and apologises for not doing a little bit more.
And it's McKennie. And he's cut it out. A corner it is then. Climbs up big! He's missed, but not by that far.
Balogun is clearly kicking himself here. He knew that was a great opportunity.
João Neves. João Cancelo. That's really well manoeuvred. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Mendes gets flagged offside. Pulisic. McKennie. McKennie looking to get on the end of this. Where? That's really well cleared. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. That's good pressure, good intensity.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up or drop off, and they finally made a decision to get tighter.
Pedro Neto did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. He's shifting through the gears here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Richards shifted upfield. Nuno Mendes. Pedro Neto. And here's Neto. Lovely feet. A chance to play it in. And it's hoisted clear. Pulisic. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, played right into his path. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That has been cut short. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Over to the left. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Moved on forwards. Now it's Balogun. Nuno Mendes. Vitinha. Now he's got space here. And here's Neto. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. There's the shot! Richards. Played towards the other side. And it's McKennie. Can he latch on to this? Inacio gets over and intercepts. McKennie is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And it's played forward. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. That's a cute ball. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Richards, gently done. Bruno Fernandes. Pedro Neto. That's a nicely weighted pass. That's going to go a long way. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Carter Vickers. Pulisic. Balogun looking to add to his goal. Where played out towards the right wing. McKennie. Now here's the delivery. João Neves. Ruben Dias. Vitinha. Pedro Neto. And it's Mendes. And that has been clubbed away. Bruno Fernandes. João Cancelo ploughing through the middle. Shoots! It's there! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish. So here comes the substitution. Portugal get themselves back into contention.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back. Portugal are pressing a lot, not just the front line, but as a whole unit.
Yeah, it's happening now.
Yeah, it's pretty sapping, especially at this stage, Peter, but they need to be quick with the press here.
João Neves, aim forwards. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all.
Portugal really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Mendes played with finesse. Carter Vickers. Pulisic. The United States are looking pretty rattled at the moment, Jim.
There's no doubt about that, Peter. It looks like they've had the proverbial carpet swept from underneath them. And it's amazing how much one goal can change things.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to make any prediction on this right now. Where? Real chance! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Diogo Dalot. Pulisic. João Neves. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries to get it clear. Hit into the middle. And that has been cleared. Oh, smashing header! Moved on forwards. McKennie. And it's played forward. João Neves. João Cancelo. João Cancelo chooses to go cross-field. Pedro Neto. Out to the left it goes. Nuno Mendes with the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they've got rid. And it's Vitinha. And here's Neto. Nuno Mendes. He's having a shot! Good effort first time.
Listen, I'm not sure he had to go at that first time, but at least he showed some good confidence.
Mendes does really well to win the ball there. Bruno Fernandes. Cristiano Ronaldo. Tries a shot! He's scored! Portugal are level! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Played out wide, played back in. Bullish header! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
I can't quite believe he's missed that, Peter.
Vitinha. João Neves, forwards and with intent. And that's played in low.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
João Cancelo. Gets it away. Diogo Dalot have it back and can go again. Vitinha shifted upfield, out towards the flank. Oh, sweet feet. Tries a measured ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Robinson. Musa. Carter Vickers. That's really well manoeuvred. Robinson going full steam ahead down the left flank. Diogo Dalot with the slide tackle there.
The United States really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Musa. Pedro Neto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Expertly cut out, really nicely done.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
McKennie. Can he get onto this? Oh, lovely feet, he is such a good mover. Can he deliver? And here's Pulisic. Pulisic has got himself a free kick.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's a good ball. And it's Musa. Diogo Dalot wins the duel this time.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Ruben Diaz, and he goes cross-field. Mendes, gently done. And that's an excellent interception.
Portugal clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, that is asking for trouble. Bruno Fernandes, back when it goes. And here's Neto. Vitinha. Looking here to chip it through.
Portugal really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
The United States can't make any sort of inroad despite all this possession. Oh, he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Carter Vickers. Oh, that's well done, really robust.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
And here's shapes to shoot! And he's heaved it away. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Aimed in towards the centre.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Gonzalo Inacio. João Cancelo. Ruben Diaz.
There's only one word for this. It's baffling. That team needs to figure out where the ball needs to be, and it's not there.
And it's corner. João Cancelo plays it short. Vitinha. Oh, it's played into the area. So it's going to be another corner. And it's hoisted clear. Tries a deft little ball. Well, it's gone out again, and so we'll have a repeat corner. And that has been cleared. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Diogo Dalot clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Time for a change in personnel.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
A
think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That was superb goalkeeping.
Bruno Fernandes actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And it's Vitinha. That's tidy. That has been knocked clear. Decent chance! Danger averted for now. Crunching tackle.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Portugal have a free kick.
Substitution for United States. Number 22. Coming on the field is...
Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Muscular approach does pay off here. Balogun. Balogun played out to the left flank. Diogo Dalot. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. Inacio forwards and with intent. And it's Tavares. Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Substitution for United States. Coming on to replace
Get a throw in.
number 6.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Richards. Into a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Richards. Richards shifted upfield. Musa. Robinson. Cristiano Ronaldo. João Neves. Vitinha. Bruno Fernandes, who does have an assist to his name. Portugal have to get it into the box and quickly. Great defending, strong and determined. And it's Tavares. He's found some space. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Pulisic. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, I think many on that pitch were ready for the final whistle to come, so let's hope that there's still plenty of energy about.
So we've gone the full distance here, nothing definitive, and we will be back shortly for a penalty shootout. So now, 5 brave individuals must step forward. Balogun shoulders the responsibility of the first kick. And he puts them one up.
I thought he did really well to hold his nerve then and score that penalty.
And so the captain steps up. Coolly done, one each.
He just did what he was asked.
So, the second man in line. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off. You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
The United States are looking to keep pace here. Big character, big moment, big save. This to double their advantage. It's a tame penalty, straight at the keeper.
Oh, he never looked comfortable over that, did he?
The United States looking to draw level. Good penalty, just steered it the other way.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver. He knew exactly what he wanted to do there and executed it perfectly.
So the ball is placed on the spot. The United States must score here to stay in it. It's saved, and it's over! So after a gruelling game that went all the way, the winner is decided on penalties. It is a horrible way to lose, and they are heartbroken.
Oh, this is so tough on the penalty taker as the heroes celebrate. Right now, it's a horrible experience, but they really should try and get those chins up.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
Ladies and gentlemen, please look at the screen for information on how to find your way around the stadium.